Hello, everyone. Jose J. Garcia with Garcia Home University here. So I got a Q&A. I'm sitting here looking at the questions quite a bit. A lot of repeated ones, similar to same question, different way of asked. So I'm kind of just trying to narrow down and get all the questions. A lot of these I've already answered. So if you're new to this Q&A, I try to do a Q&A. We said once a week. We have not done that. I say it's been every other week maybe that we've done this. So go back and see the previous videos on my YouTube here, and I'm sure you'll probably find some answers to the questions that you may be thinking, maybe some questions you didn't even know that were out there. They get answered on that. So always good to go and rewatch those or watch those for the first time. But I'm gonna just go down the line. I didn't pick any specific. Like I said, I just printed them out on here. I will bypass the same question, but let's get started. Q&A. Q&A is simple questions straight to the answer. If I don't get to your question on this time, make sure you drop a comment below on here or send me an email directly, j@garciamhu.com. I can respond on there with a question, or I will add it to the next Q&A or the next educational video. All right, first question, good one. What if I can't afford to get educated right now? Can I make payments? Ideas? Um, well, I mean, to get educated, there's so many free content on here, including my channel. You can go and pick up so much out of there. Now, I don't know that that would be suffice enough for whatever you're trying to do with mobile homes. I don't know what your exit strategy or how much you plan on doing, but I will say try to partner up with somebody who's already doing it. Reach out to people who are doing it and kind of just pick their head, pick their brains. Certain questions. I mean, if they're out there doing it, then they probably have figured out a lot of ways to do certain things that they can help you. So you can offer assistance by trying to bring deals, maybe see how you can help them out and make it a win-win situation. So you don't have to start out immediately by paying. I know that's a big thing. Immediately people think I have to have money to get educated, and you do. But at the same time, there's ways that you can start doing it without having the money yet. Okay. I've seen the post for Let's Do Deals call this Tuesday. Can I listen in? Can I listen into these and let's make deals even if I don't have a deal? Yes. Might have something. Yeah. So yeah, the Let's Do Deals call is not necessarily you have to have a deal to present. I mean, a lot of people come in just to listen in. A lot of investors and a lot of you listening in do not realize there are private money and private and hard money lenders on these calls, and there are about to be a few more. So you need to get engaging in these calls here, because if you have the ability to do the investing, you don't have the money, but you can put the sweat equity. These people here can partner up with you. So if you have a deal, think you have a deal, or just simply looking for a hard money lender or private money lender, come on, Let's Do Deals calls and announce it. Tell them what you're there for. So definitely a call that needs to pick up some engagement. Okay. But yes, you are welcome to come on that call. That's every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Next question. Thought about partnering up with someone to do business. Your recommendation on partners in business. I mean, do your due diligence, see who you're dealing with. You don't want to just partner up with anybody who talks about it. On paper, everything looks good, right? Everybody can paint a pretty picture and give you a good resume and voice. But, I would try to find out what kind of deals they've done in the past, what they're looking for. Let's see if we're even compatible. Just because somebody's in mobile homes like you doesn't mean y'all are fit for each other. So do your research on that and see who that individual or individuals they are. What is the what are the steps to evict someone not paying? Our state's different. Yes, and that's something that you really need to check with your city, county. Reach out to, you can call the tax assessor's office, call the court. Anybody in that can, they can walk you to the right person to speak to and just kind of ask them. It depends on how many days, weeks, months they are behind and what is allowed. When the whole COVID thing hit, that kind of took away from that. They were not doing evictions, and if I think I overheard that they have extended at this time, so that could be a thing. Um, what exit strategy do you feel is best for newbies to start in the mobile home market? Wholesale. I mean, it depends what you're trying to do. But I would say that wholesale teaches you so much into, because just because you're wholesaling and you're not actually buying a mobile home or actually putting it under contract, you still wholesale it under contract, which you're just selling paper, right? But you're able to find out so much information because you still have to do due diligence. Otherwise, how do you know if it's a good deal, right? So it allows you to start picking up on these numbers and how to decipher if something is a good deal. You know, it has to be an extra good deal if you're going to be a wholesaler because you're going to find an investor to sell it to. So it still has to be a good deal to them as well. Okay, but I would say wholesale. But I mean, any exit strategy, it depends on your coaching as well. If you have somebody backing you up and teaching you how to do it, I mean, endless. Uh, How much money do you need to get started? You guys are all into coaching or mobile homes getting started. Okay. Should have read some through here. Okay. How much money do I need to get started? If that's towards mobile homes, I mean, nothing. If you're coming into, like I said, you can do wholesale, you can be a bird dog, you can be connector. There's many different names, but all you're doing is you're connecting a buyer and a seller or vice versa, and you're making the funds in between. Okay. So you're getting money for your time, if you will. So you don't need anybody's money, or preferably like I like to do, I use other people's money. Use a deposit, especially if it's a double wholesale. I can get deposit from the buyer side to cover the seller side to pick up the title, then collect my funds. You're gonna have to get on my other calls to learn about that one, and I'll be happy to teach you. How long does it take once you get into mobile homes to get your first deal? Uh, shouldn't take you long. I mean, it depends what kind of education you get again, but I mean, once you get started in them, I mean, it's all about you have to learn the markets. You have to learn where you're investing. So if you understand the formula, as soon you're going to stumble upon these deals. These deals are everywhere. That's the thing. It's people, more and more people are continuing to hear, well, there's not that many more deals. The market is getting congested. There's deals everywhere. There is deals everywhere. You just have to know how to decipher with the numbers. If the numbers check out, yes, it's a good deal. No, it's not a good deal. How good of a negotiator are you? You have to play that role as well. Um, how can I get more than one mobile home from park owner at a time? Make it a win-win and stick to whatever you say that you're going to do. Make sure you do it. Too many times I think investors are coming in too new and immediately trying to get a park owner to hand them 5, 10, 15 mobile homes at one time. That's not going to happen. Um, no, I mean, that's hard to do. And the reason behind it is, everything is a numbers things with them. So, um, it has to check out from both sides. And if you're coming in, and especially if you're saying you're new, don't say you're new. Say you're pick different words for it, even if you have not done a single deal. Okay. Um, One thing that I tell my students is, you can start creating a resume, like where every deal that you do, regardless of the exit strategy, you put it on there. And as with every park or every new area that you're investing in, you can almost show that like a job. I've done these many here, I've taken these many parks, and have references. These are other park owners, park managers that they can call, that they can verify for you. I've had that in the beginning more so, where new park owners would kind of, they like my pitch, they like my concept, but they were a little weary, okay, kind of thing. And I would give them numbers, I would give them emails, and my other park manager, park owners that I work with, they would buy for me. So that's something you can do. If you're a GarciaMHU.com and Garcia Mohon University student, you can use us. Okay. Best way to set up your team. I mean, again, it's your team. It depends how big you're trying to grow and how quickly you're trying to do it. I mean, when it comes to your team, think about it almost like a sports team. You need somebody of each. Um, if it was a basketball team, you wouldn't need or just one specific player times multiple. So when it comes to mobile home investing, I mean, you need somebody who's going to call, cold calling. You're going to need somebody who follows up. You're going to need somebody who knows how to do a certain exit strategy. Somebody who can maybe close on these. It just depends how big you're trying to grow. You shouldn't need multiple people, though. I mean, you will once you start scaling, but a team, focus more on the deals, especially if you're getting started. Focus more on the deals first, and then the team can grow. Um, how long do you need to keep calling a potential seller? Um, I mean, I've called a seller. Well, I'll say this: the longest deal that has taken me to date was 6 months. That was just a repeated every week kind of thing, and it started out very strongly. Kind of need to sell, but didn't really need to, kind of thing. Just more so trying to different things on that, and that to a point where really the lady, she had kind of cold feet, and I don't feel like buying a home kind of thing, so I'm here. But I just kept following up, and then towards the end of the 6 months, she came around, and okay, I decided I will, and I would say fill out the seller. I mean, you're talking to them directly. Only you can tell me, do they sound like they're going to? If it starts out strong, but at one point you can realize that you're being more aggravating than anything because they don't want to sell, then I would say at one point you're wasting your time. There's so many deals out there that you should be trying to negotiate on, trying to put offers on, etc., that you shouldn't be wasting so much time on one that is not going to become a deal. So just kind of feel that seller out and say, use your best judgment. Okay. I rehabbed a mobile home and can't sell. Best way to find a serious buyer. Well, in mobile homes, we have a good problem. Of course, there is no such thing as a problem that's good if it stays around too long. So what I would have to say to that is, we have America has a shortage in housing right now. Always has, more so now. Now, what America also has a lot of more than ever before is a serious need of affordable living, right? That's mobile homes. That's Section 8. That's, all these lower end mobile houses that, they are needed because of so much things that has happened. But that being said, is that if you rehab the mobile home and you're ready to sell it, something is off. You're not advertising right. That could be a thing, but where are you advertising as well? I'm gonna give you a couple quick tips, but whoever asked this question here, go ahead and send me an email because I like to go a little more in depth than that. Definitely, if you're holding on to the property, you're not making money. It's costing you money, right, at this point. So I don't want that for you. But I would say Facebook Marketplace, try to find pages that are in that area as closest to. Make sure you stick to pages that actually correspond to that. Don't go try to post I'm selling a mobile home, whatever the description is on, I don't know, I'm gonna use a city, Atlanta, Georgia Pets, Atlanta, Georgia Furniture, Atlanta, Georgia Journal. Don't stick to those. Go find Atlanta, Georgia Buy and Sell, Atlanta, Georgia Garage Sales, Atlanta, Georgia Mobile Homes. You get the point. All right. Post on there and see what kind of attention you get. Best way to make sure your handyman are working and staying on time. Another handyman question. I love handyman because they are such a big asset to your team, but it can be such a big issue as well, right? It's just about their relationship. So the best way to make sure that they're where's my question? The best way to make sure the handyman are working and staying on time. Well, I always call my handyman. I don't micromanage. If I had to micromanage anybody, I don't need you. Okay. So what I do is every day I check in, or every other day. It just depends the relationship again. And I will ask for pictures. I may even say, hey, let's jump on a quick video real quick. And don't let them make excuses. Let's set up a Zoom call, whatever we need to do. If I can't make it out to the property where you are working at, let's do a video real quick. I just want you to show me your progress, nothing more. And then it's the way you pay them, which that's something that I coach on our coaching. Visit me on that. Okay. Being as experienced as you are, what is your biggest challenge? That's a new one. Well, I'm always learning. You never truly stop learning in life. We're always learning. I'm always learning something in mobile homes. Okay. What is my biggest challenge today? Getting more people to get into mobile homes. As congested as somebody referred to it as having so many people in mobile homes, I don't think there's enough investors in the market. There's so many homes. There's so much we can be doing right now that my biggest challenge, I think, is getting people to take initiative and actually invest. Okay. All markets are different. Should I invest in another state where mobile homes are cheaper and have better returns? ROIs. Yes and no. I assume this question, maybe you're in California, maybe you're in New York, Washington, somewhere where the numbers are definitely higher. But even then, I would say that there are good deals around you. You just have to find them. Yes, the numbers are higher. That's just a given cost of living, right? But should you invest in out of states? That's plenty fine. Absolutely. If you can do it, find somebody to connect with because you're going to have boots in the ground. And then it always goes back to what kind of experience do you have? If you've never invested in one mobile home, that could be a little challenging for you. I mean, even understanding the market, that's fine, but you have to know so many little things that you have to know about the home in itself. I would suggest no, don't do that. If you're going to do that, I would definitely push you to coaching first. Okay. Do you still do rehabs or just coach people? And if so, do you rent or sell? I do both. I am currently rehabbing, well, not myself, I got my contractors, but I got 4 right now. 3 different crews going at it, and I do rent to owns, but I prefer to just sell. So here, let me touch up on that real quick. So, okay, there are no credit unions, there are no banks that are going to loan on mobile homes, not the mobile homes that we are selling. Even if you turn around and put X amount of thousands of dollars into it, you make them livable, presentable, they are inside of a mobile home park. It's personal property. It's a car, a vehicle with a title, right? They're not going to loan on that. And the reason behind that is because there's not enough security. As hard as it is to move a mobile home, which is not really, but to a lot of people it is, to a bank, it's just not secure enough. So they don't, which that in a sense, it just gives you the option that you can become the financer, in a sense, the bank for them, okay, for lack of better terms. So you're going to create a note, finance X amount of years for the remaining balance minus a down payment kind of thing. So that's really, when you say that is should I create a note, should I finance? I don't think you should ever push full cash in hand if you can. The second option to that is taking a lump sum of down payment and then financing what is needed, only if it's needed. I wouldn't push for that. So, but yeah, I'd do that. I'm not a landlord, nothing against it, but I did rentals 7 years ago, and just it wasn't for me. Too busy trying to coach y'all. Too busy. How can I get more park owners to do business with me? I've answered that. That was the same with multiple deals. I mean, just make it a win-win always. Create your resume. I mean, tell them more what you're doing, what your goals are. Make sure you make it about us kind of thing and not an I. Investors walk into some of these park offices and immediately, well, I want to rehab this. I want to create this into. I want to make sure. That's not giving them anything that they want to hear, because all they see is that you're being selfish and coming in to take care of you kind of thing. So you don't want that. But definitely having a resume of some sort, if it's your second, third, or fourth deal, it is going to look better than your first. But do what you can on that. I mean, always that credibility. So work on that. Partner up with somebody. Is there a website where you can get deals? Yeah. Let's do deals on Tuesday. Zoom call. No, really. Craigslist, Let Go, Classified, Facebook Marketplace. Somebody mentioned a couple of the new ones. I think they're out there. I haven't used many other ones. I'm loyal to my sites. I stick to them because everything is a schedule. So I don't like to just roam around and pick and choose kind of thing. But no, seriously, let's do deals together on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you don't follow him already, go to GarciaMHU.com. Click on the link on Instagram. I think that's the easiest one to navigate on. Click on that one, and you can see on there the Let's Do Deals Zoom. I've taken the password off, make it as easy as possible. And every Tuesday at 7, we have deals to present to you. So come on board and let's check them out. Somebody asked another question on something like that earlier. I got a question for you. Should you hit the like and subscribe button to these videos? Yes, I'm also going to answer that one for you. So I asked that one and I answered that one. Yes, you should hit the like and subscribe. You do not want to miss on these videos. I am trying to make videos daily at this time, trying to bring even more content than already. We have free coaching at 8 p.m. on Sundays, which today depends on when you're watching this video. We have a coaching. This one is going to be on closing and documents. So good call. A lot of good calls. A lot of things you have to know. Personal property and real estate are very different. I do not care if you have been investing in real estate for 30 years. There's things you can learn just like you can learn in mobile homes. So come on board on those and let's connect. Nothing more. All right. I hope you find this video productive. Do hit the like and subscribe button. Until next time, thank you for watching.